So the way they get Dom out of this situation is confused me even as a child. Okay? Because you think, how are they going to get Dom out? We get to just start right where the last movie left off. That's so cool. What are they going to do? And then the answer just defies all reason and logic. Like this movie, even though I actually adore this movie is where they just kind of say, see ya, to physics. This is when it becomes very clear that in this movie universe, the main characters don't give a f*** about physics.
It's a good gig. Couple of high-end cars, easy targets.
What makes them easy targets?
The way the car scene is down here, we can unload them quick and get top dollar. It's easy money.
The main red flag there is that it's being presented to them as easy money. The moment you start looking for easy money, that's how you set yourself up for failure.
Tokyo, Moscow, Goa.
You wanna know what all of these places have in common? No extradition.
I'm not entirely sure that's true, ma'am. Let me just make sure my camera's framed. I don't think that's actually correct, because Japan, don't they have an extradition treaty with the US? I'm fairly certain they do. I don't know about Moscow. Could you imagine Fast and the Furious and... It doesn't matter. I don't know. Maybe this is just outdated information, but I don't think that's true anymore. Well, those guys look like federal agents. All I see is US here. I can't actually tell what agency they are, though. But that brings up the question of... I can't remember who's behind this heist, but... Because... What they're... Let me show you guys something real quick. So we got some federal agents on this thing. This is supposed to be an easy job, and they have what I'm about to show you here.
Yeah.
Brian pickpockets him with... He takes the access card, I guess. He slides it in this thing. Then he puts it back on his belt somehow.
Excuse me, buddy.
And it's no big deal. I don't know how he was able to do that, but that was impressive, to say the least. But he has the technology needed to... Let's go with just hijack an access card so that he can access restricted parts of this train. If this job gives them the technology to do that, it should be pretty straightforward to also get the manifest, or the list of passengers on this train, so that you can go, there's some federal agents on this train. That should raise alarm bells. But then that does also mean, because I know some of you guys are going to probably say this, is that the people organizing the job are probably aware of that, because I think these cars are hotter than Brian, Vince, and Mia realize, because they don't have all the information. They're just the peons. It could be a similar situation to Fast 4, where they weren't even planning on paying them, you know? Wait, but Jesus, alright? You only need to make the risky maneuvers when you're making your getaway, my dude. If you have to make a quick getaway, and you f***ed up your suspension because you destroyed it on your way to the start of the job, not so good. I'm not gonna feel inclined to pay you if you f*** up in that sort of way.
Hey, we found him. Yeah, second to the last freighter.
Freighter? I mean, the cargo car? It's gonna look just like any of the other cars, like a luggage carrier. I wouldn't call it a freighter. That doesn't seem correct. It's not technically not commercial, right? Now, the dudes in that dumbass flatbed truck, why didn't they just wait by the tracks behind a bush? That would have made a lot more sense. That's just me. Just me. But you know, it just seems like you leave a lot less to chance and your window of opportunity is longer. What is their window of opportunity? I remember it being something stupid.
Hey, quit talking. We only got the 2 minutes window.
I'm sorry. Motherfucker, you have a 2-minute window. That is your fault. Who decided that having a 2-minute window is acceptable? Are they afraid of response time? They're in the middle of fucking nowhere. There might be some agents on the train, but who fucking cares? They don't even know that. Are they aware of that being a risk? I don't think it matters. They gunned them down anyways. Spoilers. Like, it's like the heist at the beginning of the 4th movie, where it's like, we only have this many kilometers to this death drop. Like, why? Just start 10 miles back. Like, and this train's moving pretty fast, so, like, let's say it's going 60 miles an hour. It might not be. 60 miles an hour in a couple minutes. You might want to at least give yourself 10 more minutes, start 10 miles back, something like that. Have a 12-minute window. I don't know. Does that math out? Does that make sense? I'm just very concerned that the people organizing these heists are idiots. What is Brian doing with his face? I also am very good at pausing on Mia's face for some reason. I don't know why. Whenever she's doing something weird with her eyes. Like blinking. Blink and I pause. You're gonna look really fucking weird. But, I don't know. I just think they don't really need to worry about response time. You want, as much of a window of opportunity as possible, because one of these cars has something important in it that these 3 idiots don't know about, and Vince, I suppose. And so it's like, maybe maximize your chance of success by, giving yourself 30 minutes. Because who fucking cares? Why not? Just so you don't have to damage the cars, risk getting shot, risk driving into a river. I don't know. How fast are they going? So is this the reason why there's a 2-minute window? Like, let's say they're going 60 miles an hour. That means you have, technically, a 2-mile window. Let's just go with a minute a mile. It's just like the 4th movie. If this is the obstacle that is the cutoff for your window of opportunity, why is the window of opportunity not longer than 2 minutes? Is it because there's another fucking bridge somewhere further back? It didn't seem like it. I didn't see one. Can I smoke what they're smoking? Now, I have concerns. Who are these assholes? Where did they come from? If you guys had those at your disposal this entire motherfucking time, did they at least cut off Mia in the GT40? Because if the GT40 is so important and you have these guys on standby, then maybe cut off the GT40 and get it back, because whatever's in the GT40 is very important. So getting the GT40 is top priority. So why do they not already have the GT40 in their possession? I would be very mad if I was in charge of this operation and I didn't have the GT40. I'd say, where's the GT40? I need the GT40. Whatever is in the GT40, we need to have. So where's the GT40?
Is all of this really necessary to apprehend 2 men?
Let me tell you something about these 2 men. One's a former federal officer, been in deep cover for 5 years, knows every way you're gonna come for me. The other one's a professional criminal, escaped prison twice, spent half his life on the run avoiding folks like you.
That is honestly fair enough. That's a hell of a rap sheet when you think about it.
Look at that. Same building, same order every week.
It's a delivery schedule.
Oh, it's a delivery route, not a schedule. Did he say same time? Where does it say the times?
Look at that. Same building, same order every week.
It's just the order, not the times. Like, sure, every week, but like, that's not a lot. Yo, okay, I'm not sure where to pause this, so we're just gonna look at me and not that. Why are they not wearing any clothes? So they don't smuggle stuff? I'm just wondering. If that's the reason, that wouldn't be my solution. The guy on the right's doing just fine. He doesn't even look nervous. He's just like, hey, what's up? I belong here. Not for the reason you think, though. What do you mean again? Have you blown up bathrooms before? This a regular occurrence?